Morning students, coming back to our online classes. This is Chandrasekhar. Today I want to teach another new concept of high school grammar concept, that is defining and non-defining relative classes. Hope you understood all other topics which have clearly given, explained with the different examples. Today we are going to see another concept called defining and non-defining relative classes. So before starting the classes, this relative class, we will start with a definition and you will understand very clearly how to identify a relative class and non-relative class. So this topic is even given in your high school unit number 1, lesson A of 10th class. Attitude is altitude. We will see with an examples, different examples, you will clearly understand what is relative class and defining relative class and non-defining relative class. See students, first let me give the definition of relative class. The class which qualifies a noun phrase, pronoun is called as relative class. So, in general, that class qualifies a noun phrase and a pronoun. That is called a relative pronoun. So, what this is relative classes are? These relative classes are again classified into two types. That is defining relative class, non-defining relative class. We will see systematically what is called a defining relative class and a non-defining relative class with certain examples. See students, defining relative class means what? The class which is necessary to define its antecedent is called defining class. So in this clearly we can see that there is an antecedent in the class. This class is called as defining the relative class. Once again, the class which is necessary to define its antecedent is called defining class. What is non-defining classes? So, the class which is not necessary to define its antecedent is called a non-defining relative class. Once again, the class which is not necessary to define its antecedent is called as non-defining relative class. So, what is this antecedent which is there in the relative class, defining relative class, and which is not there in the antecedent, which is not present in the defining non-relative class? We'll see. Next, it gives essential information to a sentence. Clearly, we can see that in defining relative class, we'll have some essential information. Okay, what is non-defining relative class? It adds extra information to the sentence. When you see the non-defining relative class, we can see clearly that it is going to add something, extra information to the sentence. That is called non-defining relative class. Now we will see different examples. You will understand clearly. And even I'll take one textual example which is there in your textbook, that is attitude is altitude lesson. Right? See the student. No, very important note. When you are using the defining relative class, it is not preceded by comma in a sentence. When you see in the sentence, there will not have any commas in between. So, note that it is not preceded by comma in a sentence. That is called relative, defining relative class. Specifically, to identify the non-defining relative class, it is preceded by and followed by a comma. Especially, we can see that that sentence contains a comma in between. Means the whole sentence is adjoined with the comma. That is, it can be have a comma or an hyphen symbol or a comma symbol. So, see few examples. We'll understand. What are the examples? Let me see example number 1. The girl who is good at mathematics is my sister. So, in this, what is this? Who is good at mathematics? This is a particular class. In this class, we are not at all describing with a comma. And this particular, the girl, it is showing, it is defining the antecedent. So, such sentences which comes under what? Defining relative class. Now, what is the non-defining relative class? See, I am using directly with the name, that is a proper noun. Akshaya, who is good at mathematics, comma, is my sister. Rule number one, it is not followed with the, not defined with the antecedent. Next point. Oh, second one, point number two. This particular sentence clearly showing the proper noun. We are going to have a proper noun in the sentence. We'll see other examples and I'll give some important tips how to identify the non-defining relative classes. That is, Akshaya, who is good at mathematics, Akshaya, comma, who is good at mathematics, comma, is my sister. So, first of all, it is being giving a, that is it is being defining with the proper noun. Only proper noun? No. We can also use demonstrative pronouns like this, that. Even we can also use possessive adjectives also. I'll list out some points and I'll give different words which are used with the non-defining relative class. So clearly understand students, here we don't have a comma, directly we are using what here? Proper nouns. Either only proper nouns can use. See the second examples. In the second example clearly showing that we are using a demonstrative pronoun. See the second example. See, in the case of defining relative class, the man who is sitting on the bench works hard. The man who is sitting on the bench works hard. So there is a continuation in the sentence. So the antecedent part is what? The man. Here, this man, we are talking about a particular man. So in the first sentence, we are not explaining about a particular man, but in the second sentence we are showing about the particular person, that is this man who is sitting on the bench, this is a class, comma, works hard. So this man, here this stands for demonstrative pronoun. I explained the different types of pronouns. In that I explained the demonstrative pronoun. So this is very important, student, that this man who is sitting on the bench, comma, works hard. So it is preceded by the comma. Clearly understand this example shows that this non-defining relative class. Now we will see one more example with our unit in the 10th class which is there, that is called attitude as altitude. There is an activity in the grammar session that there is a related to the defining and non-defining relative class. There is given clearly with an example. See, sentence 1, in the sentence 1 it is there as, the woman who taught him surfing had been bitten by a shark. Once again, the woman who taught him surfing had been bitten by a shark. This is sentence number 1. Second sentence, see here, Nick, comma, who was teased and bullied, comma, had an electric wheelchair for mobility. Two sentences if you see clearly. The first sentence is not followed with a comma. Who taught him surfing is a class. In this sentence, in the above sentence 1, the relative class defines the woman. In sentence 2, it adds the extra information about Nick. What is the information which is being adding? He is adding with the was teased and bullied. This particular class shows that he was teased and bullied. So clearly you are understanding that the sentence once does not contain a comma, which is not followed with a comma directly, which is given with the relative class. Second sentence which shows that this particular class is non-defining relative class. Hope you understood. We will see other examples how you can clearly identify non-defining related class with certain additional information and clues. Just now we are explaining you that what are the methods for identifying non-relative classes. So that's what defining non-relative classes. How to identify this with the number of examples. Just now I said that proper nouns. What are the proper nouns? Rama, Krishna, Abdul. They are called proper nouns. When you are writing proper nouns, how to write the defining, that is non-relative, non-defining relative class. See this example. Krishna, comma, who is playing cricket, comma, is my friend. Rule number one. Read this. Krishna is a proper noun. And Abdul, who is playing cricket, comma, is my friend. Abdul is a proper noun. So, rule number two, which are followed, which have been separated with the commas. Here, Krishna, comma, who is playing cricket, this is a class, comma, is my friend. So, you can even write with the proper noun. It is one method. It is a one clue. Number two, with possessive adjectives also we can write the non-defining the relative classes. How it is? My, our, yours, his, her, their. I explained in the adjective session. In that session, I explained what are the different types of possessive adjectives. Take one example, you'll understand. My father, comma, who is a doctor, comma, is honest. I am talking about a father who is very honest. So, directly we can write, my father is honest. This is a sentence. My father, comma, who is a doctor. This is a class talking about the father. That is a proper, in this one, my is what? Possessive adjective is honest. Even you can write with my, our, yours, his, her, their. Third, number three, we can even write with the demonstrative pronouns like this, that, these, those. This, that, these, those. So we'll write one example, you will understand now. That book, comma, which my father gave to me, comma, is very special to me. That book, comma, which my father gave to me, comma, is very special to me. So this is the another way you can even write with the demonstrative pronoun for defining non-defining relative classes. And the last fourth one, classes introduced by some phrases. You can use some phrases also. So what are the phrases we can use? Like some, many, few, several, etc. Of, which, are, whom. That is, some of which, many of which. You can write with the following phrases also. So, we will see one example, student, you will understand with the classes introduced by some phrases. See, this example is like this. The books, comma, some of which sold are found again. The books, comma, some of which sold, comma, are found again. So, you can even write with the classes introduced by some phrases. Now, what are the special rules of comma? When you are using the comma also, we can write the defining, non-defining relative class. We'll see now. Comma in non-defining class. What are the usages are there? See with the differences, how to write with the defining relative class and non-defining relative class. Same example, the meaning is going to change. First example number one, the trees which are in our school are very tall. So there is no comma in between. The trees which are in our school are very tall. So in this sentence we can clearly understand that we are talking about only few trees, not all trees which are in our school are very tall. We are not at all giving we are not explaining about a particular tree. The trees, comma, which are in our school, comma, are very tall. The trees, comma, which are in our school, comma, are very tall. We are talking about only all the trees which are in our school are very tall. So that is the difference between the first and the second sentence. First sentence is defining relative class. The second sentence is defining non-defining relative class. So this is the difference between the first sentence and second sentence. See the same sentence with the different examples with the defining relative class and non-defining relative class. My son who is good at physics is here. My son who is good at physics is here. In the second sentence, non-defining relative class, my son, comma, who is good at physics, comma, is here. So that is the difference between defining relative class and non-defining relative class. Third example, the student who got more than 75% will be given prizes. So in this case, we are saying about only few students who are going to get prizes who are going to get the prizes, who are going to be awarded with the prizes, who are going to get more than 75%. So, in the second example, non-defining related class, the students, comma, who got marks more than 75%, comma, will be given prizes. Once again, the students, comma, who got more than 75%, comma, will be given prizes. So, in this case, all the students who are going to get 75% will be awarded with the will be awarded by the prizes. So you can clearly understand the difference between defining and non-defining relative class. Hope you understood the definition and the different examples. Even we have taken the textual example and even other examples from the outside. So what is a defining or non-defining relative class? See once again, the class which qualifies a noun, noun phrase, pronoun is called as relative class. So in that defining or non-defining relative class, defining relative class, the class which is necessary to define its antecedent is called defining class. Non-defining class, the class which is not necessary to define its antecedent is called as non-defining relative class. Very important information is it gives the essential information to a sentence. In this, it adds extra information to a sentence. Very important note is in the non-defining related class, it is preceded and followed by comma, mostly comma are used. In the in the defining related class, it is not preceded by comma in a sentence. So clearly, you might understand the difference, and you might. I have clearly given number of examples to give more information about defining the and non-defining relative class. Hope you understood this class. Okay, do the different examples even from your textual books with number of examples as a part of worksheet. Thank you very much for giving me opportunity. We'll see with another concept. Thank you very much.